Complex News, I'm Pierce Simpson here with the iconic K.Hart. Kevin, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling tall.
So what height we feeling today?
I'm at a good 5'7" today.
5'7", that's solid. You know what I'm saying? You might get to a 10-day with the Sixers or something like that. That's a solid height, you know what I'm saying? That's solid. How's your quarantine holding up, man? How you feeling?
You know what, man? It's good. I'm not complaining at all. I understand why we're going through what we're going through. So, I don't like to harp on things that you can't change. It's a great time with the fam, with the wife, the kids, and just some time to sit down.
It's so funny because I might have to call the cops on you because first started quarantine, you were kind of looking like me as far as like the beard and everything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, it's like taper fade.
Yeah.
Your shape up.
Yeah.
You called your barber, didn't you?
Oh yeah, no, I'll tell you right now. This is the only time that I probably haven't had a cut. I consistently have had a haircut through quarantine, but in my defense, my barber only cuts my hair.
But that's fair. That's fair.
My barber's he's like with me full time. In my defense, so I don't want people to think, oh, Kev out here not listening. No, that's not it. In my defense, my barber only cuts my hair, so there was no reason for me to walk around here looking crazy. I went gray for a minute though. I showed people how gray it got up here.
I realized that your accident happened in September of last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay. We're not even a year at the recovery stage, and you already seem like you're back 100%. Talk me through your rehab. Has anything slowed down during the quarantine, or how focused have you been?
Extremely blessed and fortunate to be here. I mean, I think that's number one. But I think that people definitely see that I'm relentless just when it comes to work, when it comes to work ethic. And once I was told that, Kevin, it's going to be a journey for you to get back. You'll be able to get back because the surgery, et cetera, was a success. Yeah. But a lot of people, have some hiccups and some life-changing alts, but we think you'll be fine. It was about me surpassing where I once was. Yeah. So, I was patient about it through my rehab process, through my training, and because of that, it paid off.
You told Ellen earlier this year that you were like 65 to 70%. What would you say that percentage is now?
I'm 98. I'm 98. You can even call it 100. I don't want to just get content with knowing that. So, I'm back to running. I'm doing 3 to 5 miles. Like I said, working out twice a day, especially through quarantine. And, I'm trying to basically get in tip top shape because I got an action movie coming up as well. So I think it's a great reveal and a new version of myself that I can show on camera.
I'm with it.
Where I was.
I'm with it. So you're trying to say is like you're trying to up the sex appeal, I guess is what you're saying.
Trying to give something that's a ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. That's the one thing you don't want. You don't want the oh God.
You're like, oh shit, what happened?
Oh God.
Is he sick? What's going
ooh. Just trying to have a nice ooh effect when I need to.
That's you're gonna have all the aunties on you. Just wait on it.
I don't want no trouble. I've been in enough trouble. I don't want no trouble from nobody. Look, that's a scorned man, right? Hands go up. I don't want no trouble from nobody.
My dad still does those gestures at Thanksgiving. Listen, I'm in here watching the game.
That's it. Hey, look, I'm in my chair. I don't want nothing from nobody. I took out the trash. I fed the dogs. Now I'm sitting in my chair.
The decision is coming out, and I was very interested in this book. It's not necessarily a book in the traditional sense. It's more of an audio book, and even crafting it with Neil Strauss, you kind of freestyle the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So, what made this the right time to release the decision?
We were going to do it. I was going to release it in July, and I felt like the time couldn't be better to grab people's attention. Like this is an audio book for you, and by you I'm talking about the masses, the people. Right. This is information that I feel is just extremely valuable. There was a reason behind the creating side of the audio book, and I felt like the one thing that really separates a lot of people and that prevents a lot of people from succeeding is information. Right. And it's something that we're extremely selfish with for some reason. It's something that people don't feel like they want to give or need to give. And because of the I'm talking about knowledge, you know, there's a lot of assumption out there. There's a lot of assuming that people are okay and that they know. Right. There's a lot of being okay with not knowing and just shrugging your shoulders to whatever life gives you and just accepting that. Right. This was done to make people realize that you got to become the best version of you. And to do that, you got to address your flaws, your fuck ups, your wrongs, and understand that you're in control.
It's fitting that you decided to move the book up because, in my opinion, I felt like you took a lot of unnecessary criticism earlier this year as far as the public narrative and people having a lot of conversations about you when you released Don't Fuck This Up.
Don't Fuck This Up was exactly what it was supposed to be. It got the reaction that it was supposed to get. Hate me, love me, this is me.
Right.
As I'm gonna raise my hand about the things that I felt that I didn't do right and that I could have did better. There's a piece in it when I'm talking about social media and how social media has somehow managed to manipulate people into thinking it's the world talking.
Right.
Like it's the entire world's feeling.
Exactly.
Social media has manipulated individuals into mistaking 100 comments for the perception of the world.
Right.
You read comments and then you are now contemplating not walking outside because of the feeling of other people thinking something about you. People don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
These people got no idea what you're talking about or what you're feeling. But in your mind, you're creating this shit.
Yeah.
It's making you realize how to take responsibility for the things that you got to get better at.
Did you, in a way, kind of fall victim to that conversation and maybe that echo chamber when you replied to Jason Lee earlier this year? Do you feel like you kind of like stoked that flame a little bit?
My reply to Jason Lee wasn't about me. I don't give a fuck about me. I don't say what you want about me. I don't care.
Right.
I've done it all. That was about my wife.
Exactly.
That's a different thing. That's a different line, and that's why me and Jason had a conversation afterwards. Right. For feeding into the media, at one point I did fall victim to feeling like I had to please everyone. Right? Like I felt like everybody's supposed to like me.
Right.
If you don't like me, fuck, man. Why? What'd I do?
Yeah.
Why would you not like? I gotta make this right. You gotta like, hey.
Right.
And you feel like that's something that you have to have.
Yeah.
The approval of others. But then there's a moment where I realize everybody's not gonna like you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna please everybody.
But Kev, we're coming up on 10 years of Seriously Funny. In my opinion, a classic stand-up, your best stand-up, really catapulted you into another level. In that 10 years, have you accomplished everything that you want to accomplish? And do you also feel like you're amongst those guys that are behind you?
I mean, that's not for me to say. You know, do I feel like I've achieved a high level of personal greatness?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Numbers don't lie. You know, if you look at my resume, you look at the numbers, I'm very happy with what I've done and where I am. And stand up, how much more can I accomplish? You know, I've broken the records. I sold out the Garden. I did the stadium. I toured the globe and the world at the highest level possible. You know, those tours, #1 fucking tours.
Yeah.
It's not chasing something after that. This is my outlet. It's hard to stop a guy that loves to create.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell that guy that he can't because he figures out that he can. So from Heartbeat Productions, which is now partnering with the biggest studios to develop and produce movies with or without me, television as well. That's a want. I want IPs. I want to be responsible for amazing content on TV. I mean, Dave is in the 2nd season now, and I'm so happy for Lil Dicky, but more importantly, I'm so proud of that show. Because the show has a meaning, it has a purpose. It's funny, but there's some shit that's being told in it.
Right.
How many more of that? How many more things like that can I have?
As you've embarked on just being very transparent, as your kids get older, you have a little one on the way. Congrats on that. Do you ever regret that transparency at all and kind of want to just pull that curtain back down and kind of just live your life?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You know, it's done for a reason. You guys, and by you guys, I'm talking about the audience of the world. You've seen me grow up. I think, man, you go back to Grown Little Man, Heaven and Hendrix come out at the end of that, and they're babies in my arms.
Yeah.
You know, my daughter is 15. My son is 13.
Yeah.
My youngest is 2. On Irresponsible, you see my youngest Zoe come out, and Zoe's with me as a baby. My daughter and my son are teenagers. They're like in the audience watching. But if you go look at Grown Little Man, you look at Seriously Funny, you look at Laugh at My Pain, you look at Let Me Explain, you look at What Now, and then Irresponsible, I'm letting you see me grow up.
Right. So
the crazy thing for me is looking back at that and seeing how transparent I was, right?
Yeah. And
looking at now, the conversation that goes with it. Damn, Kev used to be fucking raw, man. He was funny as shit. Back in Seriously Funny, back in Grown Little Man, that's when he fucking was raw. That's when he need to go back to that. I can't.
Right.
I'm
You're in a different space now.
I'm in a different space in life.
Yeah.
40 years old, I'm a father of fucking 4.
Right.
Okay, I'm married. I done been through enough shit. Hey man, I'm out here talking to other married men with kids. That's what I got.
Right.
I'm not on. I don't have the edge. I don't have the raw. But my kids are able to listen to me now and know that dad ain't just giving advice. Yeah. Dad is giving us real shit from real life experiences. I find it very hard to believe that parents communicate with their kids correctly when they don't have an understanding to what they're talking about.
Right.
When I'm talking to you, guys, I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not preaching to you. I'm telling you for real what's gonna happen.
Right.
Hey, look both ways when you walk in the street, jackass. A car will hit you. Dad, I ain't never been hit. I have. I got hit. And I had a Kentucky Fried Chicken bag in my hand, and I fucking got knocked in the air, and I spilled mom's chicken. All of my things that I talked about, and where I talked about my kids, and where I talked about my kids have talked to me about it. Right. My kids have asked, Dad, is this true? When we were young, you said, yep, honey, it is. Yeah. I put some funny on it, but yeah, that is true. The things that have happened recently that they know about, they laugh at the jokes because they know where it comes from. But it's how I express myself. I had to talk about me. Right. It's not talking or attacking about anybody else. It's always talking about me and my POV with those things. My POV over the years have just changed. You know, yeah, it's very hard to realize I'm fucking 40 now, man.
A part of me feel like you can't even realize you're 40. That's why you keep reading.
It's insane. Like, it's insane. You go look at Grown Little Man. Yeah. I go watch that and I hear my voice and I look at it, I'm like, you're looking at damn near 20 years.
Kev, I think to myself I remember listening to you on Foxhole when you going with Jamie back and forth.
Snapping.
Or when you doing the vlogs in like 2010 and you flying Southwest and your boys are saying you got mascara on as your facial hair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can see it.
The crazy thing is there were, you know, when the whole thing came up, I know they were talking about Verzuz at one point. Shouts out to Swiss.
Right.
You know, right now we're trying to figure something out. Swiss had called me and he was like, yo, man, Verzuz, the people want it. And they were like, yo, you know, people like Kev against Katt in the Verzuz. What will happen? And I'm like, I don't have that. No, I'm not doing that. No.
So the hypothetical of you battling Katt Williams in a roast session, you pass on that?
For what?
Yeah.
What am I, what? Why? What am I trying to, what? Like the other day, me and Afion were on and me and Afion were just being silly and we were snapping on each other. Yes, that's in you. Right. Yes, as a comedian, you have that. But what am I doing? Right. What's my reward?
It seems like comedians are very, very unified against other comedians and try not to publicly speak out on other comedians, except when it comes to you. Yeah. And I feel like they moved the goalposts for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Why do you think other comedians get so public with their disdain over Kevin Hart? I don't understand.
Hey man, when you find out, let me know. Send me the man. I don't listen. It's at a point where I laugh when it comes to hating on or talking about anybody in this profession that's alongside me. It doesn't exist for me because I understand the world of comedy and the road.
Yeah.
If anybody is making money telling jokes, God damn it, you deserve the accolades and flowers attached to it because I know how hard it is.
Exactly.
But for my culture, there's a crab in the barrel, dog eat dog mentality. There's a feeling of I'm funnier. I should be. Not there's room for all of us. Right. There's a feeling of I'm the funniest, I should be.
Yeah.
Be honest with you. Show business. Show business is about the funniest. Show business. There's show and there's business.
Yeah.
You got to learn to match the two. So being a star has so much more value and meaning than just being talented.
Exactly.
Being a star has an understanding of how this world truly operates and moves.
Yeah.
When you grab that and your talent matches, well, now you're checking off different boxes because now it's not just about the comedy. It's about the opportunities that you're creating from the comedy. Hence, where the CEO hat gets put on. Hence, the Laugh Out Loud Network, which was built to elevate the younger generation of our culture's comedians. Laugh Out Loud is a multicultural platform, streaming network, to give the opportunity to those that can't get them out here.
Right.
My investment, my money, my pocket,
right,
has been spent on this platform, on this network, and it's been elevated to a place where now I partner with Peacock and NBC Universal, and it's gotten bigger. But this diverse, multicultural look into the space of comedy is something I'm pushing.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, you'll get the voices of the other, Black men that are in this space that are speaking negatively that don't even understand or know. You gotta just let it happen and let it go. Dogs bark at the fucking moon all the time.
Yeah.
You don't hear the moon say shit back. It's too hot.
Talk your shit. I'm not happy. Talk your shit.
What do I get out of the rebuttals? Nothing. So I just let it fly.
No, that's real. Final two questions, Kev. Kind of quick hitters. First up, let's put on your general manager hat. Let's say the NBA season comes back. Your Philadelphia 76ers make the finals. And look, they play the Houston Rockets. Yeah. You've been working out closely with Russell Westbrook. Let me get a scouting report. What you going with? Because first things first, that ponytail he had the other day was absurd.
Well, first, Russell's hair choices are awful. let's just.
He had 3 braids. He just had only 3.
It's awful. Russell's hair choices through this quarantine have been some of the worst choices I've ever seen in my life. And I tell him that on a day
to his face.
I will also tell you this. Me and Russell have been close friends for a while. Russell's a dog, man. Like Russell, reason why we work out together, Russell motivates me, man. Like there's such a competitive thing that guy has that only so many have.
Right. And
that energy, I love that energy. Our morning workouts, he constantly coming for me. Right. I'm an elite athlete, bitch. You keep up. You keep up. It should be, he told me, it should be, this is a gift. he working out with you. I thought he was using my gym.
That's what I was going to say. It's a
gift. When these basketball playoffs start and they do go, I know that man is where he needs to be. I know that he's been running. I know that he's been lifting. He hasn't had days off. And, I'm quite sure that the other players that are on that level haven't had any either. And this is, if you watch the Jordan doc, this is where that gap gets put in between the great ones and the other ones.
For sure.
There's a gap.
Yeah.
It's weird. These people can't do anything about this because they don't even realize it's a gap.
Right.
You don't even realize that you're being outworked and outdriven.
Yeah.
on a regular basis. Some people just had that.
Right.
Russ got that. So I hope that it isn't the Sixers when it gets to that point.
That's what you're hoping. Let's pass on that.
Yeah, for our sake, I hope that it isn't. But I am excited for the game to come back and be played however it can.
I'm with it, man. I'm excited as well. Your two friends had a versus battle over the weekend, Ludacris and Nelly. Kev, listen, there's a couple things that I want to address about this.
All right.
One, we got to get Nelly some better excuses of why his Wi-Fi wasn't working, because he was just pulling out anything. He was like, my daughter's using a calculator in the other room, my Wi-Fi down. I'm like, Nelly.
Thunderstorm, there's too many people on the internet in the house.
And he said it was raining. Like, come on, Nelly.
The rain took it out. That's my friend. I'm gonna back him. The rain
that's our story.
Knocked off his antenna. I know. I've been in his house. There's an antenna up there, and the storm took it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go with it.
That's easy. The only thing that I don't like is that when you don't know that your internet is spotty and you're talking as if it's working, and they keep catching you in the weird freezes. They kept catching Mo when he was up close. when he was up close asking questions. But I will say this. I think, when they first started the versus battles, I think it was Dream and Sean Garrett that were first, right? And it was like a weird thing. It was like, are they playing? Are they friends or not? It was just weird, right? And I didn't know what to think of it. But since then, it has taken over and went in this direction of great people that have done great things, showing each other love.
Absolutely.
And giving each other, their accolades, their acknowledgement, their flowers, whatever you want to call it. For me, that's what's been making this versus thing so dope. Yeah. To see artists acknowledge other artists while going back and forth and getting praise at the same time.
Absolutely.
That's what it should be. That's
sure.
what it should be.
It was so funny seeing Ludacris frustrated with that afro and shades on.
Kept picking his hair harder.
Yeah, he was like, I can't hear him. Do y'all hear him? I can't hear him at all. I'm like, he got a fully picked afro out right now.
Putting the mask on. He was cussing under that mask.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking goddamn. What the fuck, man? He was cussing under that mask.
He was looking closely like, what? I can't even see nothing. He underwater. Nelly, can you hear me? And he'd look to the side and be like, hey, I don't even know.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna keep it going though.
Right.
Pushing. Throw up some flames if y'all want to hear.
All right, we're gonna play What's Your Fantasy right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother, listen, the decision, it'll be out this week, May 21st, brother. I appreciate you stopping by, chopping it up with us here on Convergence News. You stay safe and blessings to the family and you as well, my man. Right
back at you, brother. People, look, it does not disappoint. As I said, I don't do anything halfway. It's 100 or nothing at all. It's information, take it, make use of it. Ultimately, I want to see people be great. That is a personal goal. I would love to see people be great. And if I can help by simply inspiring, motivating, and communicating, I'm going to do my part above and beyond. This is one of the first steps at it. There will be more to follow. So go get it. The decision, Audible. Thank you guys so much. Complex, man. Thank you guys.